We live in a world that glorifies hustle. From social media to corporate culture, the message is everywhere. Work harder, grind longer, and push past exhaustion. Yet, ironically, those who achieve the most often do so not because they work nonstop, but because they understand the power of rest. Rest isn't a luxury. It's not a reward for finishing everything on your to-do list. It's a vital productivity tool, essential for creativity, focus, decision-making, and long-term performance. Understanding this shift in perspective can transform not just how you work, but the results you achieve and the way you experience life. The first thing to understand is that the brain and body are not designed for endless work. Human energy operates in cycles, with periods of focus followed by natural dips in alertness and performance. Ignoring these cycles leads to fatigue, burnout, and decreased productivity. Rest allows the mind and body to recover, repair, and reset. It is during periods of rest that cognitive function improves, memory consolidates, and creativity sparks. Every productive hour you want to achieve is supported by the quality and timing of the rest that comes before it. Skipping rest doesn't extend productivity, it diminishes it. Rest also fuels focus and attention. Have you ever tried to concentrate on a complex task after a long day of nonstop work? Your mind drifts, mistakes creep in, and decisions become harder. Quality rest, whether it's sleep, a brief nap, or even a short mental break, refreshes your cognitive resources. Neuroscience shows that the brain strengthens connections during rest periods, making problem-solving faster and thinking sharper. When you rest intentionally, you're investing in higher quality output rather than longer hours. Focus becomes sustainable, and productivity is amplified, not by more effort, but by smarter recovery. Sleep, in particular, is a foundational productivity tool. Chronic sleep deprivation doesn't just make you tired. It impairs judgment, slows reaction times, and decreases your ability to learn and retain information. Many high achievers prioritize sleep not out of indulgence, but because it enables peak performance. During sleep, the brain processes information, consolidates learning, and repairs itself. Restful sleep also regulates emotions, reducing stress and enhancing decision-making. Every hour of sleep you prioritize is an hour of productivity gained, not lost, because it prepares you to operate at your best the next day. Breaks during work are equally critical. Micro-rests, even for a few minutes, interrupt mental fatigue and prevent diminishing returns on effort. Techniques like the Pomodoro method, working in focused bursts, followed by short breaks, capitalize on the brain's natural rhythms. These small pauses may seem like lost time, but they actually preserve energy, maintain focus, and allow for clearer thinking. When you underestimate the value of breaks, you end up working longer, but less effectively. Rest in small doses throughout the day multiplies efficiency and reduces mental strain. Rest is also the secret ingredient to creativity. Many breakthroughs don't happen at a desk or in front of a computer. They happen during walks, showers, or moments when the mind is relaxed. Rest allows the brain's default mode network to engage, connecting ideas in novel ways. Moments of downtime, free from focused attention, spark insight and innovation. By treating rest as essential rather than optional, you create mental space for solutions and ideas that can transform your work. Productivity isn't only about speed, it's about the quality and originality of your output. Another key benefit of rest is resilience. Life and work are unpredictable. Stressful projects, unexpected challenges, and long-term pressures can deplete mental and emotional energy. Rest restores equilibrium, allowing you to handle pressure with clarity and composure. People who neglect rest often experience burnout, anxiety, and frustration, which drastically reduce productivity. Rest strengthens not just the body and mind, but the ability to cope with stress and maintain consistent performance over time. Productivity without resilience is fleeting. Physical recovery is just as important as mental recovery. Long hours without rest strain the body, impair immune function, and decrease energy levels. Exercise alone cannot compensate for rest. The body needs downtime to repair muscles, regulate hormones, and replenish energy stores. When you integrate physical rest, such as light stretching, short naps, or leisure activities, your overall stamina improves. Energy becomes sustainable, and effort feels lighter. Restful habits transform your productivity from a sprint into a sustainable pace. Rest also improves decision-making. Fatigue and stress cloud judgment, making it easy to react impulsively or overlook important details. A well-rested mind evaluates situations more clearly, prioritizes effectively, and responds strategically. The most productive people understand that rest is not wasted time. It is the preparation for wiser, more effective action. By pausing to recharge, you make decisions that save time, prevent mistakes, and maximize results. Every productive outcome is built on the foundation of clear, rested thinking. Intentional downtime nurtures motivation. 2. Endless work can erode enthusiasm, leaving even the most driven individuals feeling drained and uninspired. Rest rekindles energy, refreshes perspective, and allows you to return to work with renewed purpose. Think of rest as a strategic recharge that preserves not just physical energy, but emotional engagement. Motivation is a finite resource when it's replenished through rest. Productivity becomes not just possible, but sustainable and enjoyable. Mindful rest is particularly powerful. Passive scrolling through social media or checking emails under the guise of rest does not reset the mind. It fragments attention and depletes energy further. Mindful rest, on the other hand, allows the brain to disengage from tasks, reflect, and recover fully. Activities like meditation, walking in nature, journaling, or simply sitting quietly allow the mind to reset in ways that superficial breaks cannot. The quality of rest matters as much as the quantity. Intentional recovery is a strategic choice that enhances both mental clarity and output. Prioritizing rest also helps prevent long-term burnout, a common obstacle for high achievers. When rest is ignored, productivity initially appears high, but energy reserves are rapidly depleted. Burnout leads to mistakes, reduced creativity, poor health, and ultimately, lost productivity. Strategic rest is preventative. By integrating regular recovery into your routine, you protect your capacity to perform at your best over weeks, months, and years. True productivity is sustainable, and rest is the key to making it so. It's also worth noting that rest strengthens relationships, which indirectly boosts productivity. Fatigue can reduce patience, increase irritability, and impair communication. When you are well rested, interactions with colleagues, family, and friends are smoother, more constructive, and supportive. Positive relationships are critical for collaboration, problem solving, and achieving goals efficiently. Rest fuels not just individual productivity, but also the effectiveness of the teams and networks you operate within. Finally, rest builds self-awareness. Moments of quiet and downtime allow you to reflect on priorities, evaluate progress, and make intentional choices. Without rest, life can become a blur of tasks and obligations, leading to reactive rather than proactive decisions. By taking time to pause, you gain clarity on what matters most, ensuring your efforts align with meaningful objectives. Productive work without self-awareness often wastes effort. Rest ensures that every action contributes to real progress. In conclusion, rest is not a luxury or a reward, it is a critical productivity tool. It fuels focus, creativity, resilience, decision-making, and energy. It prevents burnout, strengthens relationships, and allows you to perform at your peak consistently. High achievers understand that the hours you spend resting are not lost. They are investments in the quality of everything you do. Productivity is not measured by nonstop effort, but by the impact, creativity, and effectiveness of your work, and rest is what makes all of that possible. Shift your perspective today. Treat rest not as indulgence, but as strategy. Schedule your breaks, prioritize sleep, take mental downtime, and allow your mind and body to recharge. Watch as productivity, creativity, and clarity flourish, not in spite of rest, but because of it. True efficiency is sustainable energy, and rest is the fuel that powers it. Remember, the most productive people aren't the ones who work endlessly. They are the ones who understand the value of pause, recovery, and renewal. Rest is not wasted time. It's the secret multiplier that transforms effort into results. Start valuing rest as a productivity tool today, and you'll find that your performance, focus, and energy reach levels you never thought possible.